When you think of where the majority of baseball players come from, what springs into your mind? How come draft picks so frequently come out of California? And how stacked was the Puerto Rico infield during the WBC? But what are the true numbers as to where the majority of MLB players come from? And Puerto Rico, from a numbers standpoint, has very few players in the big leagues, contrary to what many people would think.
I do this for my father, who I've only seen from time to time in my dreams. I do this for you. I do this for my mother.
Before we get into this, I just want to give a shout out to anyone in Montana, Utah, or Vermont, because those are the three states that have no current MLB players. But there are 3 states and 2 foreign countries that overwhelmingly dominated this list. And when I say overwhelmingly, I mean 3 states and 2 countries amassed for 49.2%, or 721 of the 1,463 players that have played in the MLB this season. And there are 47 other states and 23 other countries. California accounts for 225 major leaguers this season, by far the most of any state or country. And second is the Dominican Republic with 166. But the team that knocked out the Dominican Republic in this past year's WBC, Puerto Rico, has only 29 players that have played in the big leagues this year. And something that I find even crazier is look at the winners of the past 8 Little League World Series. 5 times in the past 8 years, Japan has won. And of the 4 World Baseball Classics, Japan has won 2 and finished 3rd in the other 2. And the US has only finished top 3 1 time, and Japan has done it every single time. So how many Japanese players are currently in the MLB? 8. Like, how are there only 8 Japanese major leaguers? Add to the success that country has had. I mean, those 8 players are Nori Aoka, Yu Darvish, Hisashi Iwakuma, Kenta Maeda, Ichiro, Masahiro Tanaka, Junichi Tozawa, and Koji Uehara. So they're very good MLB players, but you think that more than 8 major leaguers would be Japanese considering all the accomplishments. And for the 2017 MLB draft, 30 players were taken from both California and Florida, from the top 200 players, totaling 60 players from just the 2 states. Florida had 6 first-rounders, and Cali had the top 2 overall picks in Royce Lewis and Hunter Green. And 1 player was taken from Montana. And 8 players were drafted from Utah, so we may see a Utah-born player in the MLB in the near future. But the last thing that we're going to look at is historically what state has produced the most major league players. So California wins by a landslide again with 2,223 players, but second isn't Texas, who have had 912 players, or Florida, who have only had 529 players. Rather, it is Pennsylvania. Yeah, Pennsylvania, with almost 1,400. And the 4 states that have produced more than 1,000 players all time are California, Pennsylvania, Illinois, and New York. So in case you had any doubt, California is definitely the baseball mecca of the world. Let me know down in the comments where you're from and what you think of your state baseball-wise. And if you haven't already and you enjoy videos like this, what ifs, and other dope baseball videos, smash that subscribe button. And until next time.
Hold on,